This is James Helder for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym. I'm at the City Academy Arena Estate in Bristol. With me, I've got Peter Fury, trainer of the Fury contingent. How are you, sir?
I'm well, James, thank you. Always all right.
Good win for Hughie Fury today, I've got to say. Ezekiel Zarate, the way he took him out in 2 rounds, shows the sort of pedigree and the level Hughie's mixing at 21 years of age.
It is. It's like I said, I keep referring to Arnold Jarjar, who's like 30 odd fights, 30 wins, 28 KOs. He boxed Zaretti, had him down in the 3rd round, and managed to get him out of there in the 7th. And when you look what he's just done with him, and he never just put him down, did he? Zaretti was hurt badly on the floor, so he needed medical attention. So he's all the doubters who said Hughie can't punch, he's this, he's that. All as you had before, this kid's always been able to bang. But what you've had, it's all got to come together. When you're young like him and he's out to impress, forcing the shots, they've only got to be a little bit tense, the power doesn't come. So he's now turned the corner where he's relaxing with his shots. He's in there enjoying it. He's got so much skill. Look how easy he can make it look. Because he can pick the pace up, he can go up and down through the gears. He is the full package. But now we're only starting to see it. So, we've always knew the potential of Hughie because we've got a baby in the heavyweight division. Let's not forget.
21 years of age.
He's only just turned 20 in September, the 18th of September. Yeah. So here we are, a youth world champion in 012 at super heavyweight, the only British kid ever in British history and in Irish history at super heavyweight to win it. Let's get a grip of it.
I'm glad you mentioned that because Tyson Fury didn't manage to win that.
He didn't.
Joshua didn't.
Joshua never won it. None of them's won it. Yeah. I don't even think Lennox Lewis won it. Even if he didn't compete, I don't know. But he's the only kid in history. So that tells you something about the skill set of him. So he's a young athlete. He's got fighting in his blood. And I say in his blood because he lives and breathes it, Hughie. And he's the nicest young man on the planet.
I agree.
He works hard beyond belief. I said to him, I sat down, I said, look, I'm your father, I said, and I want the best for you, obviously. I said, and what I want you to do, I said, I don't want you to bother with women. I said, because I want you to suffer, I want you to do without it all. I said, I don't want you to have the things that young men have. I said, for the simple reason, I said, suffer. Suffer and put this first beyond anything in the world. I said, you've got a car, you've got money in the bank, go and have a girlfriend, go and get your leg over, that's no problem. I'm not asking him to be a monk, but there's no steady relationships. There are one night stand of a weekend, they're left on the spot. He ain't going to have any women. He's going to be at least in his 30s before he even bothers because his career comes before anything. So this is easily said and done, but when you've got such a young kid who listens intently to his dad, you can imagine what you can do. Because he's got an old head, he's got my head on his shoulders. So how can he go wrong? Because all you need your kids to do is listen to your father. Because nobody's going to advise you better than your dad.
That's right. You say that, but do you not like Hughie? You've matched him with George Arias, you've matched him with Rudenko, you've matched him with Ezekiel Zarate today, who's a 35 fight seasoned professional. Hughie's 21 years of age, but what's the reason for matching him what looks on the outside so tough at this age and this stage of his career?
Well, actually, he's had a good learning experience. He's had Rudenko, who, in our opinion, I keep saying it, he did beat Brown. He was 25-0 as far as I'm concerned, with 17 knockouts. We've got that, and then he fought Arias. He was a tough customer. Arias has just boxed Pulev for the full 8, and let's look at Pulev, who he's just boxed Klitschko. So this is the level this kid's been. So then we've got Zaretti. Zaretti is 10 notches down from them past 2 guys because he's what he is. So, but still, even a journeyman like that, it shows when you drop down the level as well what Hughie can do to him. You see, he's in with quality heavyweights. So you're not going to start blasting them all over the place. But even so, saying that, he has turned the corner. He's now relaxing. He knows his game. He's starting to enjoy it in the ring. You've got to transfer it out the gym under the lights. You've got to grow into it. And the fights he's had and the fights he's continuing to have are giving him that maximum learning. He's taking everything away from every fight. And now he knows he's got destruction power, which he's always had, but he's never applied it. Because when you're loading up, you're not fainting, you're not relaxing, you're pushing your shots. They might be clubbing shots, but the opponent will last. You've got to just, it's a fine line, you know, but he's developing it, and you know, we've seen what he's just done to him. So it was good.
How much of that do you put down to getting his sort of nutritional and dietitianal needs right? A lot's been made of the fact that the glutton allergy and the fact he can't eat certain foods, and that caused his skin to be bad. His skin, as I said, looks a lot better. He seems to be a lot sharper and not as heavy in the ring on his feet. Do you think that's a fair assessment?
Yeah, he's light on his feet. You know, he's got lovely feet to move around the ring. If he would have been better, this Zaretti, you'd have seen Hughie pick it up even more. Like I said, he was just totally relaxed in there. Hughie's defensive skills are second to none. You know, we have light heavyweight sparring with him. They can't catch him. He's so awkward. He's got agility like you wouldn't believe in the ring. Obviously it's my son, but I've said for a long time, Hughie will be a superstar in boxing. You know, remember these words. He will be. And he's a young kid, 21. He's still learning his job. He's a baby in there. You know, don't judge this kid from being 18-year-old as a professional, having to go through all this and all that. Look where he's at. He's 17-0 with 9 KOs. You know, so, and he's improving all the time. Very, very happy with his progression.
Why do you think some of the heavyweights around Hughie's sort of level, if you like, on paper, are reluctant to sort of call him out, where they're more vocal with other fighters? Hughie seems to name doesn't get mentioned that much. What do you think the reason that is?
I don't know what the reason is. I think a lot of good heavyweights will fight anyone anyway, because I think every heavyweight believes he can win and do this and do that. You know, Hughie could be called out tomorrow. It wouldn't sway me to take the fight or whatever. I've got a path for Hughie, and Hughie's going into it. So, like I said, we want Hughie to be a superstar. He deserves it. He's a nice young man. You know, in every regard, he's a gentleman of a fella. And the stick he gets in the gym, you know, when he gets it wrong, you know, this is, you know, and he wants it more than anything in his life. You know, tears come if he doesn't get it right. There's a lot of emotional stuff going on. But I am a hard taskmaster because I know what you've got to be. I know what it takes to be a world champion.
No way, I thought you was a sort of easygoing, turn up when you like kind of trainer.
No, I think Tyson can be testament to that one. You know, but listen, you have to die in the gym to get it right in the ring.
Yeah.
You know, put everything, it's all about what you do in the gym, perfecting your job and just doing everything properly. But I'm very happy what Hughie's done with a journeyman, a durable journeyman. Yeah, he's demolished him, and that's what world-class heavyweight should be doing. So I'm not going to pump up and say Giretti's a world champion. Giretti's shite in my opinion on a world level front, but he's a good durable journeyman. 6'6", just under 16 stone or whatever. Like I said, he took a 28 KO guy the 7 rounds and got up in the 3rd and rallied on. Hughie's buried him, so the power is there now. So we're going to see a phenomenal kid from now on. I'm looking forward as well to seeing him what he does on the 28th against Further.
As you mentioned, he's going to be out in action on the undercard of Vladimir Klitschko versus Tyson Fury in Dusseldorf. Further be his opposition for that?
I just think, Further's a tough guy. He's a gatekeeper, and he's a different opposition than this guy he's fought tonight. That said, Further's a tough man. He comes to fight. He'll come to press it on Hughie. You know, he comes to win. Further, he's a fighting man. He comes from Irish stock, so you can see he's going to come to fight, isn't he? Because tell me an Irishman that don't fight.
That's right.
So basically, he's going to come for this. So you know, I just think you'll see more skills off Hughie. Further won't be able to land, and I see Further getting chopped to pieces. That's what will happen.
Can he make a real statement out in Germany by taking Nikolai Further out?
Yeah, I think he can, and I think now he's hitting with the kind of power he's hitting with. I think it's there. Hughie can hit anybody and put him out. He's a hard puncher, and he's even better with body shots. You know, we've had sparring partners, they'll testify. He's stopping class sparring partners with single body shots. You know, mature men. You know, not going to mention names in sparring, it's sparring, but he's a phenomenal body puncher, which we didn't really get to see much of it there. So there's a lot yet to see, and I'm very, very happy.
On that note, we look forward to seeing Hughie out in action on November the 28th. Massive card, good opportunity for himself to renounce himself on the sort of world level as well. I know he's fought in Monte Carlo on the Golovkin undercard, but again, big audience for him there.
Well, I spoke to Mick Hennessy, and Mick, he's done a fabulous job. Mick with him, he's doing with Hughie just like he's done with Tyson. We can't praise Mick Hennessy enough. But this is where we are. He will be on the world stage. We're going to get him a lot of fights next year. He'll be 18-0, hopefully 10 KOs, 18 with 10, and he's going to be busy next year. He'll be fighting every 6 to 8 weeks. So then we'll get his record up. He should be 25, 26-0, and he'll still only be 21. This lad could be 26, 27-0 by the time he's coming 22. So he's progressing at the right rate.
Listen, I look forward to following Hughie's journey as and when it continues. You're doing a great job with him, and thank you for coming to Full TV, Peter.
I would just like to say our condolences go out to the people in France. On that barbaric, whatever it is. What have we come to where people can do this to another human being? Innocent people like that. So my heart goes out to the family. It's a terrible, terrible situation. We are living today in a godless country. When I speak about Christ and I speak about God, people denounce you on Twitter like you're a lunatic or a dopey bastard. Yeah? Listen, there's no soft touches here. We're not stupid men. And people need to get a grip and get the faith back, because that's what I see up and down. People's evil today. There's one God above, there ain't 20. All these man-made religions, a lot of crap. And these ain't God-fearing people anyway. These are mutilation people. These are murderers, out and out what they are, cold-blooded murderers. These ain't revenge attacks. This is what it is. Innocent people getting blown to pieces. What is the world coming to? So like I said, heart goes out to them. Say a prayer for everybody like that, and we wish the family, God only knows what they're going through.
Top man, thank you, Peter.
Yeah.